I'm Jen Ziegler, and I'm a realtor with RE/MAX in Kitchener-Waterloo. So today I'm going to talk about how to choose the perfect realtor. Answer, you found one. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not, but here's how I'll tell you, in case you're not in my location or you have people that you know that are realtors, the best way to interview. Since obviously I've been in hundreds and hundreds of interviews for listing appointments, it's really important for you to be able to go and know what to do, because obviously maybe you haven't sold a house for 20 years and now you're in a position of meeting with realtors who were all salespeople. So I can understand it being an overwhelming decision. So I'm going to tell you from the flip side what I think you should do and how I think that this will help you through the process. So number one, make sure that you interview a couple realtors. Obviously, if you have someone that's really close in your circle that you feel comfortable with and you're kind of set on, well, I'm going to use them because I know them and they have my best interest at heart, great. I always say, if there's someone that you know, that you trust, that's who you should work with anyways. But it's always a great idea just to get a couple different opinions, because all of us are competing against each other. All of us have different experiences in our marketplace. All of us have different viewpoints of how to market your home. And all of us will have different price points, different strategies, different commissions. Sit down and interview everyone so that you have a great idea of where everyone has. Because I've had people that have said, my price is $45,000 more than everybody else. So you never want to limit yourself by not getting those different opinions. That being said, you don't necessarily want to pick somebody that has the top price if you don't feel confident that that person can get that. So in our industry, we call that buying the listing. Don't go with someone that's going to say, yeah, I'll get you $1 million. And the other agents are saying 500, because we want to make sure that you are able to get that value that they're saying. The best strategy for selling your house is getting your house sold as soon as possible so that you're not sitting on the market getting stale and people are wondering why it hasn't sold, and then you're forced to price drop, and then typically ending up at a lower value that you would have started with if you wouldn't have just been strong the first time you hit the market. Secondly, make sure that when you're interviewing an agent, your agent works full-time, because real estate moves very quick and you can't be waiting on a house until your agent finishes their full-time job at 6 o'clock. That house could be sold. If you are in a marketplace that's very busy, which Kitchener-Waterloo is a very strong market, it's very busy and we got to move quick. You want to make sure that you have somebody that's accessible. You have somebody that's fully committed to their career and therefore fully committed to giving you the best service that you deserve, and making sure that that is going to flow perfectly through your process. So interview 3 agents. Make sure that they work full time. Thirdly, commission is a huge sticking point when it comes to the agent that you're going to pick. That being said, you're essentially hiring somebody for their services. So some people think, well, I'm going to go with the cheapest real estate agent. Okay. However, you get what you pay for. And to play devil's advocate on that, if that agent is the cheapest person, if they are negotiating the cheapest paycheck for themselves, why would they be the best person to then have you negotiate on your typically largest asset? So they're gonna market your home and negotiate on your behalf for your home, and yet they're not even negotiating themselves a really good paycheck. So it's a little bit conflicting. So make sure that that's not your only premise, and make sure that you're asking the questions. What am I going to get? How are you going to market? What costs are you going to cover? What costs do I need to cover? How great are you at the negotiating process? These are some questions that feel free to ask them. Do you have some other listings that you've sold? Can you show me the price points that you've worked? Do you know this area really well? How many houses did you sell this year? You want someone that's in this, that lives it, that's right in the bulk of it. You don't want someone that's like, well, I sold a house last year. It was great. Okay, if it's not even comparable to your home, if they're not in the market currently, that may not be the best fit for you. Now, not to say that everybody starts at different spots. And obviously, if you can support somebody that's new and you trust them and they're going to work hard to get what they want, and you know you're their only listing and they're going to work it to the ground, then maybe that's a good fit. But at least be informed exactly about what their position is and what they're going to provide for you before you make this huge decision. Because it is a very big decision. And as always, and what I always say is make sure that you follow your heart when you pick your real estate agent, because everything in life will be easier when you follow your heart in real estate. I'm Jen Ziegler. Thanks so much for watching my video, and I'll talk to you soon.